What's up, everybody? Today is February 17th, 2026, and this is the weekly dispatch for Rage for Democracy. I just want to start off with people are starting to wake up. I'm starting to notice when we go to different protests or different gatherings that we have, we're starting to see more people showing up, more people waking up, more people talking about the things that are happening across America, which I think is great, and I think we just need to keep pushing. Obviously, the Epstein files over this past week, there has been some really disgusting and really terrible things that have been kind of showing up within the files that we're starting to see. And we just need justice for these victims. I mean, obviously, this is the biggest corrupt, ring that we've ever seen in probably ever across the world, spanning the globe. And it's time. We need to bust it open. It's time to tear it down, time to burn it down, and time to start over. But anyway, my point is people are starting to wake up, and we're starting to see that. And I do appreciate every single one of you that joins whatever way that the resistance is, whether that's joining a protest or just getting involved in your community or just even helping with food drives or whatever you may do. Even boycotting, right? Like even boycotting the big box stores. Like all of this resistance helps, and it's not going to happen overnight, and it's not just one person. It's all of us, and we all have to band together, and we can do this. It's proven throughout history that this can be done, so we just have to get it done. Which brings me to something else that we have to take care of. The SAVE Act, if you're not familiar, it's already passed the House. It's now reaching to the Senate, and we need to call our senators and make sure that they're aware that we do not want the SAVE Act to pass. This is just another way of voter suppression. It's going to require your birth certificate to match your ID. So in most cases, women who have changed their name since having a marriage, they're going to have a proof for that ID, or you have to have a passport to vote. Now, why that complicates things is that obviously if your birth certificate doesn't match your ID, you're going to have to get a passport. But some of those documents that are required for passports are not easy to get, and passports aren't also easy to get. So it takes time and effort, and the whole point is to just delay, right? Delay. But also another point that I noticed that most people aren't really talking about with this is that it also affects young voters. There's a whole group of like 18 to 24 year old kids who typically go off to college, want to get away, and their parents still keep all of their forms, keep all of their documents that they have. And in order to get those, you have to go home, right? And that could be states away. That could be, it may not be an easy task. And then you also have the fact that there are some people that just don't know where those documents live. Like sometimes, have accidents, houses burn down, things get misplaced, things get stolen. And if you haven't gotten that replaced, then you're going to have to go through the replacement process to just even hope that you can be able to vote by the midterms. So again, this is a huge ask, but we need to do it. We need to call our senators, hold them responsible, and tell them we want to vote no on the SAVE Act. With a little more uplifting news, No Kings 3 is still coming, and we need volunteers. We need everyone to get together. We need literally everyone plus their neighbors to show up for this. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of different ways that you can help, and that could be through volunteering day of the event. That could be through social media push, just by reposting and resharing things that we've posted. That could be by, helping out by getting other vendors, getting businesses involved, helping be a liaison to different restaurants in the area. And this goes to you too. If you're a restaurant owner in the area or a business owner in the area, let me know. I'd love to collaborate with you and maybe get a coupon trade. Say, hey, like if you show up on No King's Day on, March 28th and you come by with this coupon, we'll honor something for you. So that'd be great. I mean, we're looking to help the community. We're trying to get people together. And if that's what we need to do, I say we do it. So if you reach out to me, let me know. If you have any businesses that you know that are local that or maybe potentially somebody that wants to collaborate with, let us know. But with that being said, we need volunteers and we also need funds. So No Kings 3, it's a huge ask. Obviously last year we've pulled in 1,200 plus people, which was great. And obviously we anticipate closer to 2,000 this year. But even with our grassroots organizations, with the little bit of funds that we do have, we need more funds. So if you're interested in helping with this movement, even if it's something that by not volunteering, by just monetarily donating, that helps. There's things like permits that we potentially may have to get. There's things like safety. There's things about different things that we have to make sure that are put in place for this event, not to mention advertisement, posters, flyers, all of those flags, anything you see that we use around for the event. These are the things that take money, even though they're small amounts. But anyway, the point is any monetary donation is amazing. So please, if you can shed a couple dollars, please send that over. We would really appreciate it. And also on our No Kings effort, we are going door to door, handing out flyers. And what I mean by this is we're going to door, we're dropping a flyer and we're walking away. We're not talking, we're not knocking, we're just literally spreading the word. And what we're spreading is literally Know Your Rights cards. There's Know Your Right cards on one side, in English and Spanish, designed to be able to just give to an officer. And then we also have the other side, which is the flyer for March 28th, No Kings 3. And it's real simple. We're just going to different neighborhoods. We're just dropping those at the door and we're moving on. If it says no soliciting, we move on. Nothing crazy, but we do need volunteers for this. I've set up a Mobilize link. You can check it out in the Substack. But we need any volunteers you can. It only takes about an hour or so, maybe a weekend, to get out there and just walk a neighborhood. Not to mention you're going to get steps. I mean, steps are good. So you're not only are you exercising, you're reaching out and then helping out with getting visibility out for the event. So I definitely recommend checking those out. We're going to be doing those for every weekend up until March 28th. So take a look. We're hitting all the different cities. We're hitting Brentwood, Oakley, Pittsburgh, and Antioch. So, and if you're in those areas and maybe those dates don't align for you, but you're able to maybe get the crew together and go do it yourself, totally fine. Just let me know. I'd like to track this on a map to see all the different places we've been and what we've covered. So if you're interested in that, give me, send me an email or respond back to the Substack, or it's ragefordemocracy@gmail.com. So today is Tuesday, February 17th. So tonight is the Zoom meeting that Brentwood City is holding on the organic matter. So I would say recommend show up for that at 7 o'clock tonight. It's definitely something that you want to voice your opinion on, whether the collection cycle is too long or whether just having food outside in the bin for that long is a problem, or even just the green recycle bags versus having to use paper. So any of those things, if you want to voice your concerns, it's tonight at 7 o'clock. A link will be in the Substack. Contra Costa still has a civics workshop set up. Link will be in the Substack, but there's 3 dates for three different topics. If you want to get locked in on how the government works locally, this is a great time to do that. Spaces are limited, so make sure that you sign up accordingly and get those set. And those are in person, so make sure that you're aware of that when you sign up. But there are 3 dates, very good workshops. I would definitely highly recommend checking those out. And I want to give a shout out to Liberty High School for doing their walkout this past Friday. It was amazing. There was probably close to 500 kids walking down the sidewalks with all of their signs, no ice, stop ice, other signs that were better than that. But essentially, I just want to say shout out to you guys for standing up for your First Amendment rights. And I understand that you're out there protesting, and I spoke to a few of you, and I'll say I spoke to a few of you, and you guys actually do know what you're talking about. So it's not that a lot of people say, I've read online in different comments and talked to people like, oh, these kids, they just know what they see on TikTok or whatever. And in mine, that may be true in some cases. I will say the ones I spoke to that day on Friday were very knowledgeable, very understanding of what the situation was, definitely wanted the Epstein files released. They wanted to have justice for anybody that's been involved with ICE. They want ICE out. I mean, these are the points of why we're out protesting ourselves. So shout out to you guys. Keep going, and this is the way to do it. And I can't wait to see you guys on the street with us. Lastly, I want to talk about our upcoming schedule. We do have a protest scheduled this weekend in Oakley. You can find that information up on the Substack or Mobilize. And as far as the 28th, the last weekend of the month, we have a huge announcement to make that our representative, Mark DeSaulnier, will be attending our protest. So feel free to come on out, hold a sign, talk to him, shake hands, and let's talk to the representatives who represent our area. So huge shout out to Mark for coming, and we definitely appreciate it, and we'll see all of the rest of you guys there. And as always, comment, like, and subscribe. And if you're interested in supporting our work, you can always pledge the Substack. Appreciate your time this week, and until next time, talk to you soon.